From darkness to light. In a small, rundown neighborhood of the city, there lived a young man named Khaled. Khaled had once been a bright, ambitious young man full of dreams. He aspired to become an engineer and change the lives of his impoverished family, but fate had other plans for him. Khaled veered off course and, under the influence of bad company, was dragged into the dark world of addiction. Hitting rock bottom, Khaled's descent into addiction began after the sudden loss of his father. The responsibility of supporting his mother and younger siblings fell squarely on his shoulders. Overwhelmed by the pressure, he turned to drugs as an escape from his painful reality. But what started as a temporary escape quickly spiraled into a life-destroying habit. Within a few short years, Khaled lost everything. He lost his job, his true friends abandoned him, and his family grew ashamed of what he had become. He spent every penny he had on drugs and eventually found himself homeless, wandering the streets aimlessly, consumed by despair. The turning point one fateful day, while Khaled sat on a curb, broken and hopeless, an elderly man named Haj Youssef approached him. Known for his wisdom and kindness, Haj Youssef sat down beside him and asked, "Why are you choosing to live like this?" With tears in his eyes, Khaled replied, "I have no choice. My life is over." Haj Youssef smiled gently and said, "As long as you are alive, you still have a chance to start over. Do you want to change your life?" Khaled didn't know how to respond, but for the first time in years he felt a spark of hope. Here was someone offering him a hand instead of passing judgment. The first step to recovery. Khaled decided to give himself another chance. With Haj Youssef's help, he enrolled in a rehabilitation center. The first days were excruciating. Khaled suffered through the physical and emotional torment of withdrawal, but he remained determined. At the center, Khaled met others who had stories similar to his, stories of struggle and loss. But he also met individuals who had successfully overcome their addictions and rebuilt their lives. Their stories became a source of inspiration for him. A major transformation. After months of intensive treatment, Khaled emerged from the rehab center as a changed man. He knew that the real challenge lay ahead. Returning to the neighborhood he once knew so well, he resolved to make his presence a force for positive change instead of destruction. He began volunteering with Haj Youssef to organize support sessions for other addicts. Khaled shared his story openly, speaking about the pain he had endured, but also the hope he had found. From addict to leader over time, Khaled became a beacon of hope for his community. He started organizing anti-addiction campaigns and visited schools and universities to warn young people about the dangers of drugs. His impact soon extended beyond his neighborhood, and his story began to gain attention through local media. One of Khaled's greatest achievements was founding a new rehabilitation center called Light of Hope. Unlike typical centers, it didn't just focus on treatment. It offered education and training programs to help recovering addicts acquire skills and rebuild their lives. The moment that moved millions. During a national conference on addiction awareness, Khaled was invited to share his story in front of thousands. The audience included families who had lost loved ones to addiction and young people seeking guidance. Khaled stood on the stage and said, "When I hit rock bottom, I didn't believe I could ever rise again. But I'm here today to tell you that change is possible. Don't let your past mistakes define your future. Courage starts with just one step." By the time he finished his speech, the audience was on their feet, applauding with tears streaming down their faces. Lessons learned. Khaled's journey was more than a personal transformation, it was a powerful lesson for all. He showed the world that no matter how far someone falls, they can always rise again. He became a symbol of resilience and redemption, proving that with determination and the right support, anyone can turn their life around, even from the darkest depths. Don't forget your support for the channel, and thank you for watching.